regret being a slut. Of the dozens of men I've been with, at least the ones I remember, I can only think of a handful I don't regret. The rest I would put in the category of casual, which I would define as sex that is either meaningless or mediocre or both. If I get really honest with myself, I'd say most of these usually drunken encounters left me feeling empty and demoralized and worthless. I wouldn't have said that at the time, though. At the time, I would have told you I was liberated, even while I tried to drink away the sick feeling of rejection while my most recent hookup didn't call me back. At the time, I would have said one-night stands made me feel emboldened. But in reality, I was using sex like a drug, trying unsuccessfully to fill a hole inside me with men. Pun intended. I told myself I didn't care. I didn't care when a man ghosted me. Ugh. I didn't care when he left in the middle of the night or hinted that he wanted me to leave. The walks of shame, the blackouts.
Take it away. Take it away.
Ladies, this is what I'm talking about.
But this is the very same thing we're saying.
This is a prime example of where you would end up. Everything that she just said.
But a lot of women are going to say, not me though, that's her.
You can say that. Let's
well, I feel,
ask you the same question in the next 10 years. You feel. Okay, cool. I'm not saying I'm hoping that for you. I'm not saying that I want
all
that
the best
for anyone. But she's a prime example of where she done the same things that you're doing. And where did it get her? Look where she is at.
Do you realize there's a trend going on?
Fuck culture.
Not even that. We know that that's the norm now. That's the environment. That's the culture. But do you realize there's a trend going on of women regretting their choices? Now, how many women front and say, I'm happy, but deep down regret their poor choices in men? Just like this one we just played. They front and say, I was happy. But how many women have gone through the same things as her? Guys smashing, then hinting to leave. And some guys being rude, say, get out of my house, man.
Yeah.
How many of you have gone through that and felt like ish? Sugar, honey, iced tea.
I'm sure a lot of women have gone through the same thing and felt like crap. Like, ladies, why would you want to have meaningless sex? Why? That's obviously having multiple men and there's no like proper caring emotional connection with this guy. It's just literally cold sex. That's all it is, because there's no connection between both of you.
Yeah.
Obviously you're making some form of connection, but I mean
You're connecting, all right?
a proper connection. No, but it's meaningless. It's meaningless, just like she said. What does meaningless sex do for you? It doesn't do anything. It just makes you feel like how she feels. The same way she feels.
Do you think that she and women like her would have come to that realization if she never hit the wall? Because women come to that understanding when they're no longer getting hollered at by men, or older women particularly, they get hollered at by younger men. When you're not getting hollered at by men your age, and the pool is not as wide as it once was, this is a telltale sign that you've hit the wall.
Just like Lala.
Yeah, so obviously, what's her name? Lala, I can't remember her second name, but Chicken Power, right? So she left her relationship. That's her situation. But nonetheless, she left it. Then she goes on a podcast, can't remember the name of it. And then she says, oh, younger women go for older men. But now that I'm older, younger men just want me. Now, in translation, that's her accepting the fact that I've lost my SMV wise. I'm not where I once was. I'm not 22-year-old me. I'm 40-something-year-old me. And when younger guys want you, it's generally guys that are broke. It's generally guys that are not doing well for themselves. It's generally men that want a come up off of her. And that's a telltale sign that I've hit the wall.
Or they just want to smash.
But they do want to smash because older women...